Steve and I met when we were freshmen at college. Steve was in the same dormitory as another guy I met. Later he said, "Oh, you should come to my dormitory and meet this guy Steve. He's interesting." I had found this book, Be Here Now, at the bookstore, and it was a spiritual book of a type I had never seen before in my life. And so I was carrying it around, and I must have run into Steve, and he was interested in it also. And that was the beginning of our friendship.
What was the most interesting aspect of this book that connected you both?
Well, because it was about this spiritual teacher, Neem Karoli Baba. That was the first of many books that we read. The next one was Autobiography of a Yogi, which is also fascinating. And then the one after that was Ramakrishna and his disciples.
Is the book that brought you to India, right? Together, you visited India?
It was the book that sparked our interest in Hindu spirituality, be the way to put it. And then, over that year, we found out that Robert Friedland was the student body president for Reed College. He had been to the same place that was in the book. He was a devotee also of Neem Karoli. And when he told us we should go to India, that was kind of the seed of the idea. The trip came about because Steve left Reed College and started working for Atari. So he had money. He had thousands of dollars. And Atari had a problem in Switzerland with their video games. So they paid for him to go to Switzerland. And so he had free travel. He only had to buy a ticket from Geneva to New Delhi. So I didn't have any money. I was a student. And he offered to loan me the money for a ticket if I would go with him. Neem Karoli had passed away that fall. So we knew we weren't going to see him in person. But we thought we would go to the ashram anyway, it was a small ashram in the foothills. So we went to that ashram and it was deserted. Nothing was happening. So I wasn't that disappointed. I didn't really have any expectations.
Yeah.
Steve was a little more goal-oriented, and he wanted to meet a yogi who would tap him on the forehead and he would be enlightened. Didn't happen. That's what he told Walter Isaacson, who wrote the biography about Steve. He said, "We figured out we weren't going to get enlightened in 30 days. Steve was impatient to go to India. So although we were supposed to meet at a certain time, he arrived a week early. And because I was finishing my final exams. And so when I got to New Delhi, he wasn't there. And I didn't know what to do. I was just wandering around. 3 days went by that I was wandering around New Delhi, didn't know anybody, didn't know what to do. And then I just ran into Steve downtown. And I didn't recognize him because he had shaved all his hair off. He had already gone to the Kumbh Mela with someone else. He got sick right away and then said, "I'm out of here."
How long have you been in India?
I was there 4 months.
And he?
Steve was there a little less than 4 months, I think.
There he goes again.
Calligraphy is the artful and visual expression of communication. Take Gehrman, for example, a typeface specifically designed to make the very act of reading more natural.
Computers are
inherently designed to make your lives easier. Theoretically, there's no limit to what computers can do.
It is not who you were at birth that matters, but what you do with the time you are given. The moment of your death is fixed. Life is but a journey to serenity, to its completion.
Be as simple as you can be. You'll be astonished to see how uncomplicated and happy your life can become. I don't even know what I'm going to do when I go back home. What about you? What are you going to do when you get back to the valley?
Steve. Steve.
You okay?
Show me how you do that trick, the one that makes me scream. He said, the one that makes me laugh. He said, and threw his arms around my neck. Show me how you do it, and I promise you, I promise that I'll run away with you. I'll run away with you. Spinning on that dizzy edge, I kissed his face and I kissed his head, and dreamed of all the different ways I had to make him glow. Why are you so far away? He said, why won't you ever know that I'm in love with you? I'm in love with you. Ooh, you, soft and only you, lost and lonely you, strangers, angels, dancing in the deepest ocean, twisting in the water, just like a dream. You're just like a dream. Daylight lit Boston.